Hi, this is Russ Kern with J&A Business Solutions, and this is going to be a short video educating you on what EMV is and the EMV liability shift. So as you can see right at the top of the page, EMV stands for Europay, MasterCard, and Visa. It's a global standard for cards equipped with computer chips and the technology used to authenticate chip card transactions. Now, EMV cards are embedded with a microprocessor or smart chip that interacts with a merchant's point of sale device to make sure that the payment card is valid, number one, and with the use of a PIN that belongs to the person using the card, number two. This kind of chip technology adds layers of security against fraud and is virtually impossible to duplicate. And it's out already and is coming out faster and faster as we approach the fall deadline. As a matter of fact, I just received this brochure in the mail with one of my new cards from Wells Fargo, and it's talking about it right here. Your new chip card offers extra security, and this is what it's all about, EMV security. Um, your card itself has a chip on and it interacts with the chip reading technology inside the new card. As you can see, this card is being inserted into the machine and it spits it out, very similar to an ATM versus the swiping on the side. That's what tells you you have EMV compliant equipment, and obviously it's very important. Now, these new and improved cards are being implemented to improve payment security, making it more difficult for fraudsters to successfully counterfeit cards. So for merchants and financial institutions, the switch to EMV means adding new in-store technology and internal processing systems and complying with new liability rules. For consumers, it means activating new cards and learning new payment processes. So consumers are receiving chip cards already, card um, technology already, and it's predicted that by the end of this year, 2015, every household will have at least one card with a chip. Okay, so let's go back over here, and I want to take you to the bottom of page 2 and this question here, which is I think what is everybody's most concerned about and should be aware of and educated on, so they make sure they're compliant by this October. Now, this is all about the EMV liability shift and what that means. So you remember the date your business opened. Of course, you're going to remember that. Now, this is another date that's fast approaching that you're going to want burned into your memory. And that's right here, October 1st, 2015. Okay. You're going to want that etched in stone. You're going to want to take care of this immediately with your equipment and your establishment. Now, this deadline was created by major U.S. card issuers, MasterCard, Visa, Discover, and American Express. Uh, so the liability will shift come that date and going forward to whoever is least EMV compliant, who is ever the least EMV compliant party in a fraudulent transaction. So consider the example of a financial institution that issues a chip card used at a merchant that has not changed its system to accept chip technology. This allows a counterfeit card to be used successfully. So here's right here, the cost of the fraud will fall back on the merchant if your establishment is not EMV compliant with the equipment that you use. That's what's most important to understand. I'll let you go ahead and read the rest of that as I finish up here. Now, why don't you want the EMV liability to shift to you? Because you, the business, will be liable for fraudulent card transactions if it's not equipped with the right hardware to process EMV payments using EMV cards, also known as smart cards or chip cards. Think of the chip in the card as a kind of security guard, making sure that the bad guys out there can't process a fake transaction, and they're protecting consumers and businesses against fraud. And it's not just the big guys like the Target breach and the Home Depot breach, as 90% of all security breaches impact small businesses. As a matter of fact, in 2013 alone, there was $7 billion in losses reported as fraud. Now, this can really hurt a small business and end up costing a week or two of revenue, not to mention what having a breach can do to your business's reputation. You don't need that worry or headache. J&A Business Solutions is here to help you and protect your business. We can make sure you're EMV compliant and that you're ready so that the shift in liability does not come on you when this goes live October 1st, 2015. And we can also provide you with the lowest rates in the industry. And we back that with a guarantee. We call it the $500 business challenge. Let us review your merchant statements, and if we can't save you money, we are going to pay you $500, no questions asked, just for the trouble of reviewing your statements. And just to let you know, as of this recording of this video, we have not had to pay out $500 to any business because we have saved every one of our clients a good amount to a substantial amount of money every month. So let J&A help you. Check the link and the information under this video. Thanks so much. Cheers.